Flop you on down, I think you're a wizard.
Yeah, buddy. Episode 11.
Wait, it still feels like ages ago.
Yeah, it does.
Because it fucking was.
Yeah.
I feel like it was.
We're cutting it fine.
Yeah,
we
well,
are
I was
cutting
blonde.
it fine for Rob.
We love you, Rob.
Yeah, we gave you loads of time last time. This time, pwah.
Not at all.
England was still in the Euros, but Rob magically edited it, so I said we hadn't won. And do you know what? I forgot we'd done that. That's how long it had taken. Right? And I'm listening back, I was like, fair. This podcast could have sounded so much different if England had won.
You even had the Southgate in there as well.
They'd gone.
Yeah.
Sick. I'd called it all. Sick. Well,
But I love how we always do this. We edited that so well that no one would ever know. And then the next episode, like, so it was all a lie.
It's all a lie.
England hadn't even played. So my next prediction then, really good to hear that Eddie Howe's staying at Newcastle United and not gone to take the England job. Gutted to hear that Eddie Howe's taken the England job and not gone to sign an extension with Newcastle United. The team.
Can you do me a favour, Rob? Can you keep both of those edits?
Yeah, please.
Thank you so much.
And then one day, like down the line in a few episodes, when Eddie Howe probably does get the England job, edit that back in.
Just like magic.
Yeah. So yeah.
You are magic, Rob.
You are.
I know you're just like really clever and like really good at what you do, but I think you might be a wizard.
You're a wizard, Rob.
Can we see your wand, please, Robert?
Flop you on down, I think you're a wizard.
I'm going to put out my hinge.
Flop your wand out. I think you're a wizard.
Well,
shall I flop my wand
wand
out?
out if you think. Do you think I'm a
Sorry.
wizard? Yeah. Anyway, welcome to episode 11. We are still here, haven't fallen out.
No?
If anything, we're getting on better than ever.
Better than ever.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back in the poddy mood. I was in London the other day and my friend, which is going to segue brilliantly into what the subject of this podcast is, we were talking about the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you know what really pisses me off? Is when people address things as the pod. He's like, because it's only a thing that people who have a pod are involved in a pod or host a pod will use. And I was like, nah, man. I was
now
like,
I feel gross.
I was like, nah, everyone addresses it as the pod. And he's like, no, they don't. And then Ian, who has become a super fan in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, he's sent loads of voice notes. I do need to play you all. He sent me a voice note. I've just listened to a new episode of the pod. And I was like, ha! Ha ha ha!
Thank you, Ian.
He's not involved in the pod. He's just a super fan, and he called it the pod. But then instantly gave myself the ick next time I addressed the pod.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, now I feel silly.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the natural alternative then?
Podcast.
This
Podcast.
podcast that I take part in.
Yeah. My podcast. Our podcast.
Surely it's a bit like shorthand, don't it, pod?
Well, it's a bit like the whole Menti B thing, isn't it? It's just such a like. Well, it's not.
There is.
I was going to call it a euthanized word.
Absolutely not.
This like abbreviated, is it?
Abbreviated.
Yes.
There is, as a British culture, that is one of my favorite things about us is when we do that. Like when we put like the Jenny Lex general election.
No, but that's a
Jenny
new
Lex.
thing. It's
I
not.
love it. Menti B.
Yeah, but
Menti B pending. I love it. I
It's
think
a
it's brilliant.
new thing. It's not a.
It's so unserious, and I love it.
But it's new.
I know.
This
I love
is
it.
like a what gen are we in now?
What is it about me to be a new?
Are we
that can't make me
millennials?
love it.
We are in Gen W.
Gen W.
No, I'm joking. I don't know what Gen
Yeah,
W is.
we're on the cusp. We're
Is it Gen Z?
millennials.
Gen Z, it's got to be, hasn't it? We're
I know
millennials.
We're
fuck
millennials.
all about this generation shit. I'm 30.
I think it's millennials, then Gen Z, then Generation Alpha, then
Oh,
Gen
that must be my
X.
generation then, isn't it?
No.
The Alpha Gen.
I love it when you tell jokes.
For £2 a month.
Oh no! Last time I done that. Okay, so last time I it was like the first episode, and like my joke is always like, ha ha, for £2 a month you do this.
Yeah.
But Rob edited it, so it just sounded like I was fucking breaking out in song.
Yeah,
Which you do
zero
also do.
context.
It was like brilliant.
I did that. So I went glamping with the fam. Shorten it.
Oh,
And you call me middle class.
I know.
Shut up.
Bloody hell. She just wants to do a cooking class in Italy, darling.
Do you know
You've
what
got
I mean?
glamping with the fam.
Glamping with the fam. And I spent all weekend, and you'll probably get this, it's like an ADHD trait, just repeating the same line of a song.
Oh my God, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were just going to say ADHD trait, just do the same line. Full stop.
That's a different holiday.
Not clamping with the fam.
And it was a habit, not an addiction.
Yeah. Because you can afford her.
Yeah, no. And I just kept doing the Ray lyric. My liver works hard. Oh, I've got it wrong now.
No. Go on, keep going.
Like the
But you
devil.
can't because you only know the line.
No, I'm a sad little sinner.
Oh!
My liver works hard.
Yeah, I know the one.
Oh, I don't know the song, but I'm
No,
very
the
involved
devil
and I'm loving
works
it.
hard. Like my liver.
Yeah.
That's what I was
You're just
singing.
doing that line
But
over
all I was
and
saying was
over
like, the
again.
devil works hard. Like my liver. I'll be cooking a barbecue.
The
Like
devil
the liver.
works hard.
And my mum's like, I love Ray. I was like, oh, is that Ray, is it? Like,
I do love Ray.
I just needed to stop though, because my little boy has a habit of repeating me. And the last thing
can't
I
go
need
into
is him
school.
going to his mother's.
Oh, yeah.
Sad little sinner. The devil works hard. Like my liver. What's going on, mum? So our subject today on this episode is icks.
Mm-hmm.
Are we not doing 30 things that turn 30?
No, that died.
Did it?
Yeah, when we done Lion King for the 4th time.
So I think we should do the Lion King again.
Well, things that have turned 30 this year.
1, 2, 3.
Lion
The
King.
Lion King.
We still need to do our Bubba Gump trip as well.
Yeah.
What, to where's
Louisiana.
that?
So, no,
I was going to say, wait, to Universal
remember
Studios
Georgia?
Orlando.
Georgia from the birthday episode.
Yeah.
She went to Orlando and
Didn't get us all the bubblegum part. Ridiculous.
So I was over her house and she was like, we tried to get you Bubba Gump hats. I tried to get all the guys on the podcast Bubba Gump hat. But Orlando was just heaving when we were there.
Yeah, they are.
They just didn't get a chance. And I was like, I forgot we'd asked.
Oh, thanks, Georgia.
Yeah,
You
thoughtful.
are such a sweet lady.
What a legend.
I
She
expect
loves-
we'll get them on eBay.
So yeah, no, we're not doing things that turn 30 anymore.
Oh, God.
Okay, all right.
What a shame.
Things that turn 30 this year, us three, and we've had a wonderful,
And
wonderful
we're
time.
all 30
Thriving,
now,
I say.
including Rob. This episode is about icks. If you'd listened to the previous episode, you would know that this is Lucy's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's prepped solid
So
for
let
it.
me just put it this way, because you put quite a lot of pressure on this, right? Because I famously don't prep for podcasts. I just like to turn up and vibe, right? And I think it's working really well so far. But now this is like I would say the thrice time we've tried to film this, and now I feel like you've had this in your back pocket for so long, Lucy. Pull it out the bag. Now I'm feeling under pressure. There, I said it.
Can I just say the only podcast she did plan for
It's been
was
cancelled twice.
was her birthday episode.
I didn't plan for that.
You kind of did because you got the guest in.
Oh, I did, yeah.
And the rest of the pod crew will agree with me.
Yeah.
Did she or did she not constantly after we'd done it was like, this is going to be the best performing pod we've ever done?
Stop me when I'm wrong,
If
right?
it wasn't for Shauna, this podcast would be dead by now.
I didn't say that. Are you fucking serious?
It was the energy.
Wasn't it? Was that not the
I
energy
didn't
she was
say it.
giving?
though. I've insinuated the fact.
You was giving such energy that Shauna had saved the pod.
I didn't say she saved it, but I
She
think
is the saviour
I
of
think
the
I
pod.
think she brought
I
something
love her.
that everyone enjoyed. Shauna Cullum is a wonderful soul, and why wouldn't you want to tune on and hear about the time she shit herself in a field?
No,
and
it
I
was
just
brilliant,
think brilliant
but you
news.
were like, look how many more followers we've got on Instagram since
Yep.
Shauna's posted it.
Damn fucking
And it'd be
straight.
like people that I'd gone to school with.
You're acting like that's not what happened. That's what you're all acting like.
I'm not acting like fuck all. I'm
Not
staying
you.
out of it.
I'm
Not
just
you or him.
holding
Just
you accountable.
Yeah,
I'm
can
holding
you
you
stop?
accountable.
This is something that we do. We always say you all, and it's normally just you two having a go at each other. Me and Rob get lumped in.
Sorry,
Listen,
guys.
I'm sorry about your lumps, right?
I second
My
that.
lovely lady. Check it out.
My liver works more than the devil.
Oh, I like that.
Bootleg there.
About the icks though, I thought that can be quite negative, and I don't want to be that person. So I will rip everyone to shreds at first, and then we're gonna do some nice things at the end, like nice things about people that
We're not
are nice too.
Are you calling people out for their ex?
Not personally, but you know you are.
Yeah, but isn't an ick meant to be something you just...
It gives you the ick.
You don't know you get an ick though until somebody does it and you're like, well, that's
Yeah.
absolutely diabolical behaviour and now you put me off for life.
Ick is a very new term, isn't it?
It's very new.
Yeah,
Like-
a bit like Menti B or Pod.
Yeah.
It's a Gen Z.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've seen something
Iteration
recently.
of a
Where
word.
did the ick come from? It came from something.
Well, I don't know if this is similar, but do you know Riz?
That's, yes, well, it's
Charisma.
charisma. Are you
Yeah.
all right in the head?
My brother turned around to me. He's going to hate me for this, so feel free to get it because it's not that interesting. But my brother turned around to me recently. He was like, "Oh, Al, do you know what Riz is?" And I was like, "Yes, charisma." No, you don't know what it is. I was like, "No, I do.
Just told you what it is.
It's
Charisma.
it's short for charisma." And he was like, "Oh."
So
Like,
what?
don't try and come for me with my slang.
So
Yeah,
what
how
would ick
rude.
be short for?
What?
You make me feel sick.
Hang
You
on,
give me
let
the sicky feeling.
Let's just-
Ick.
Rob's got it on his phone.
It came from, I know,
Yeah.
Liv.
Don't Google it.
No. I know
Rob's got it.
Liv from Love Island said it, like, started it.
The term the ick is a dating term that describes a sudden feeling of repulsion or disinterest towards someone you're romantically involved with. The term was first used in the 1997 TV show Ally McBeal,
97.
when the main character, Ally, tells a rejected suitor that we call it the ick.
And there's
Well,
me
let's-
going, oh yeah, it's Olivia from Love Island. She invented the ick.
97.
We'll strap in because we're about to get repulsed. All
so,
right?
considering it's talk 30 to me, it's still on brand, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's almost
Thank
30.
you, Rob. Thank you for...
It's what? Quick math. 27.
Yeah.
2 plus 2 is 4. Why do you
Just
remember?
wanna speak quick maths. All right then.
Right. So let's get on to it. Lucy,
Go on, Luce.
take it away.
All I've done here is just basically correlated all the things that I find gross about people. And it's not like gross things. As in,
So
it might
this
not be
episode's
like
just gonna be
actual gross
Lucy's
things.
list.
It's just going to be my list of things that I just think shouldn't be done, right? And straight to jail.
Okay,
Electric chair if
so
you
we're
will.
going to have an opportunity to discuss her and explore them a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Stop me when, when you've had enough. I mean, my main one is probably men with umbrellas. I beg you to get wet. Just put your hood up. Put up your hood.
Oh, how fucked are women?
Put up your hood.
Excuse
Put
me.
up your hood. You've
Don't
got
speak
this amount
for
of budget.
me.
Nah, you've got an absolute centimetre of hair in your head and you're walking around with your little umbrella. Ooh, did you I can get on board with a golf umbrella, but then you're just taking up space. Space you don't deserve, right? So put your hood up and just walk through the rain, right?
That's a very Lucy specific ick, I
Oh.
feel.
Yeah.
That's quite an hinge,
Because I've
Luce.
never been repulsed by, if anything, I've been, oh my God, can I borrow your brolly?
Exactly. They don't deserve it. Give it to you.
So,
I'm not an umbrella user, see, so...
Oh,
so
brilliant.
you're
You've never
saying
given me
it's
the ick. One
less
day
of
my
an
life,
ick
Charles.
then if you see a dripping man?
Yeah.
A dripping man, yeah!
Gives them to me soggy.
A dripping man.
Yeah, I think that's lovely. You never see, like in an action movie, some absolutely mint guy walking through. Yeah, but he got no Inspector. It's the only guy I've ever seen. Maybe look cooler than Umbrella is Inspector fucking Gadget.
Do you know what's mental about that, yeah?
Oh.
The thought process happened as she was speaking.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but Inspector Gadget, but maybe it's the only person I've seen. She backtracked as she was saying it.
I did. I talked myself out of it. But Inspector Gadget, and that's probably because it turns into some sort of shoe or something. I don't know.
You know what? Like, now that you said it,
Gross.
not gross, but like,
Gross.
I just
Stop
Googled, I just Pinterested guys with umbrellas.
And it does not look good. Just get wet, put up your hood, right? And just walk all mysterious, through the rain, get your destination. Then what you do is you whip off the hood, you go like this with your hair. Oh, mint, lovely. That's lovely.
That's
Look
a
at everyone looking at you now.
very,
Fantastic.
So I...
Unrealistic expectations put on a man, though.
Yeah,
That's fine.
But
That's fine. I'm
more
not
of
asking everyone. I'm not gonna murder somebody for doing it. I'm just saying it makes me go ugh when they do it.
You did a moment ago say
Electric chair.
Electric
I
chairs.
did, yeah, but I do say things that I don't mean
Okay.
all the time.
I'm more of the thing of if it's raining, I'll just walk in it however I am.
Yeah, because
Like, I don't put my hood up.
I also don't like when
more
people
for
run.
me.
He's a dripping man.
He's a
I'm
dripping
drip,
man.
I'm soaking.
This man be soggy.
I'm sopping.
Well, then you're probably not going to like any of my lists then if that's
Well,
the issues you've got.
I'm
with your
just going to
first one.
say that as a gentleman,
And Lord knows he is.
I'm quite fond of my umbrella.
But yours is a big golf one. You haven't got like a little one that goes rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat.
so your issue
What's
is
your
this-
handicap, Rob? If you're using a golf umbrella, you best be fucking playing.
No, it's a big boy though. My issue isn't
The
with
size.
But then
Oh, so size does matter.
But then
It's the size of the
Of course it
umbrella.
matters. But the issue then is that you're taking up too much space in the world, and I just think stop it.
Yeah, but personal space.
Just space that you just stop taking up space.
So is your issue more with the, like Poundland umbrellas? The kind
Yes, the ones that go rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat, and then you got to like at the top, and they always £4, and then they go in. Imagine, I'm sorry, I'm just going to put a little scenario in your head. Yeah, you see a gentleman walking down the street, right? You got one of those pound shop umbrellas. The wind blows, it goes inside out, it blows out of his hand, and then he starts chasing after it.
Oh,
I would
that's just
probably
embarrassing though, isn't it?
recoil,
Literally happened
right?
to me.
It back into my own body. Stop it.
That's
Just get
embarrassing,
fucking
though.
wet. I'll say it again. Anyway,
That's
next.
just embarrassing.
awful. Speaking of embarrassing,
Is
that
it?
does go into my next one.
What? If you chase your fucking umbrella down the street, 'cause
Same
it's,
as-
Funny.
It's the same
it's
as
a
if you-
pound.
No.
It's just funny.
It's same energy as when people chase ping pong balls when it drops off the table and they're like trying to catch it and they're like
If you're
running
playing
after
ping
it. Oh, I
pong.
beg you to stop.
I think the soundbite of that is Lucy saying to men generally, just get wet.
Just go wet.
Men have the same feelings.
Yeah.
Speaking of embarrassing, number 2. So again, this is kind of scenario based. Big group of people. And maybe there's quite a
I hate it when people
Oh.
gather.
gathering of people.
Yeah.
And maybe they've tried to say something that either A, wasn't really that funny, or maybe people weren't paying attention to. So they wait, eagerly looking around the group for their moment to repeat the same thing again. And I've clocked the entire scenario.
that so
Stop
often.
it. If it wasn't funny once, it wasn't going to be funny the next time. And I've just watched
I'm
the
sure
whole
I've seen
thing.
you do that though.
No. If somebody hears me the first time, I'll either, no.
Fair.
Do you think we all do it though?
Potentially.
Yes.
I'm not saying these are horrendous. Like, I'm not saying
No,
like
that's
this
the point
is
of an ick,
specific.
isn't it? It's like
Anyone
a
can do
very
it.
irrational. It's an
individual.
irrational
Am I going to come off
turn-off, isn't it?
horrendously on this podcast? I don't want to do it anymore.
No, and
I'll
so
redeem myself later.
no, so an ick is an irrational turn-off, isn't it? That was my understanding of
Oh,
it.
yes,
I
of
was
course,
thinking
very
more
rational.
like, has there been a moment where someone's given you the ick?
Loads.
Yeah. I'll tell you about one later, but I can't speak about it on the podcast.
Oh, like, has there been a moment where someone's given you the ick and you've gone, this is so fucking irrational, but I can't look at you the same way ever again?
Yeah, all
yeah.
the time, man.
When somebody pronounces milk. Fucking gross.
When? When?
What?
When has that ever happened?
People say milk.
Milk.
Yeah. Can I have a glass of milk? No, you fucking can't. In fact,
Who
leave.
says that?
No, you'd be surprised, right? You'd be surprised. Same with Pello. Just gonna flip my Pello around to the cold
What?
side.
Who the fuck are you hanging around?
Nah, it's not for me.
See, these are just the most ridiculous shit because these things
Don't happen.
they obviously
Yeah.
happen to one person and it's very fucking individual. And that one person who might be listening to this goes, oh, that's me.
Shit.
You know who you are.
As they sip their glass of milk.
Oh, nice and hello.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Makes me feel sick.
Nah.
I can't. These are not common eggs.
Okay.
These are just not.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you know what gives me?
You asked me.
do you know what gives
to
me
try
the
to
ick?
and I- This is
Do you know what gives me the ick since having a podcast?
what?
Us?
No.
Me? I'm the walking one. I'm the worst.
So like, I'm on dating apps at the moment,
Okay.
and then like, I don't think I have it on my profile that. Oh no, I do have it on my profile.
Oh,
I've
I
got a podcast.
absolutely do.
But like, do you know like?
I absolutely do.
So you'll get talking about, oh, so what's this podcast about? Then, oh, turning 30 and that. I'll give it a listen. All right,
Oh,
sound.
don't.
No worries. I'll never speak to you again.
Yeah, don't I ever listen? Don't I
If
ever
you've made
listen?
it, right, if you've made it to episode 11 and we've been talking on Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, unmatch me,
Yeah.
please.
I don't like it.
Because
It's being perceived in a way that even though I'm fully know what I'm doing here and I'm like sanctioning the fact that this is going out, it's being perceived in a way that I didn't want you to perceive me in.
oh no, like I'm very much myself on here,
Oh yeah,
but not in the sense of how I would be myself to
a new
somebody
suitor
I'm in a relationship with, or someone I'm
or a potential suitor.
Yeah, someone that like I've just met. Do you know like?
Our entire last episode, the last 15 minutes of it was about anal beads, and I just think you need to know me first before you know that satire.
Yeah, it's just like, well, and I spend the first 3 episodes gushing over my ex.
Yeah.
So like, if they're listening to it from episode 1
Don't.
and they make it to episode 4 and they still think I'm funny and they still want to talk to me, then that's a bit mad because I'm literally talking about how
Maybe you need to ask
amazing.
their hand in marriage.
Yeah. No.
Maybe they're open to open relationships.
Nah, man. It's just, listen, like I've talked to people and they've like, oh, you're just so funny. And I'm like, did you miss
The context.
the context where I was saying how amazing at the time my girlfriend was?
Maybe they like that. Maybe they thought, oh, look at him.
No,
Maybe they want to name drop.
I've been given the whole disclaimer, like, look, when you listen the first few episodes, but I shouldn't be explaining myself.
No, do you know what's really interesting? We talked in another episode about how other people perceive us.
Yeah.
We're actually putting ourselves out there to be perceived.
Yeah, no,
And
I'm fine with that.
How many listeners will have a different perception of the same thing?
No, I'm fine with being perceived by different people. And if there's any listeners out there that would like to go on a date because they think that I'm really funny and
never miss an opportunity.
yeah, of course, you know, if
Always networking this
no,
one.
but say for example that a listener was to reach out and be like, oh my God, I think you're really funny. I've been listening for like, I think it would be weird to then pursue a date with them, but maybe I think they're fit. Maybe I think they got good chat and maybe I think, I'll give it a go because we're not a famous podcast yet. Like,
Yet, keyword gang.
yeah, of course. So like, it wouldn't be as weird as if it was a famous podcast, but like, that's different to meeting somebody on a dating app and saying, oh, yeah, I would never encourage that. Go have a listen.
No.
Oh, honestly,
Never.
I think I'm a funny person. I think these girls are really funny. Rob, I think you're really funny.
Comedy
I
gold.
think you're a fucking legend. Would I, to somebody that I've matched on a dating app within the first few days of talking, be like, oh, honestly, go listen to me talking about how I nearly killed myself on episode 2. Right? Bear in mind, the mental health episode is episode 2. Please take a deep dive into my life.
Disclaimer, he's all better now.
No, I'm
Imagine your next date. So,
do you know what I mean?
that
Like,
car incident.
so within the first, let's say first 4 episodes, yeah.
Got the crisis bloody line on speed
but
dial.
the
waiting for
first
you.
4 episodes, we
Christ.
talk of madness. I talk about how I tried to kill myself. I gush over my ex-girlfriend quite a bit. And then my best friend comes on and talks about all the mad shit I used to do when I was younger, pretending to be a rock star.
Yeah, you normally only do that on the 3rd date.
No, that's something. Oh, that's something that kind of you pull out of the archives a few months into dating and be like, did I ever tell you about the time that I upstaged Basil Brush? And it's cool, Joey. You don't need to fucking hear it an hour and a half after hearing about how I tried to drive on the wrong side of the road.
You like to be in control of the window you are.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about control, yeah.
And I get we've put ourselves out there. I get we've put ourselves out there, right? But I was in a relationship when I put that shit out.
Yeah, true.
I wasn't trying to impress.
Like, and I've always said
Start
this.
from season 2.
No. But like I've always said this about the dating episode. I respectfully didn't fully delve into stories that I could have.
Yeah.
So like you've always got to think about that when we're doing the podcast is like, yes, this is an accurate reflection of all 4 of us. Is it a complete accurate reflection?
Maybe not at that time.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Is this the reflection that a potential suitor, of course, it's brilliant. If they listen to all 11 episodes and they still think, fucking hell, I want to go on a date with this guy, it may potentially end up being quite a long-term thing because most of my demons have been brought out.
My thing,
But like you say, I'd rather have that control of maybe telling them about my mental health at a time that I think suitable rather than talking on Tinder for 3 days and then they listen to an episode of a podcast where I say, oh, yeah, I did try to drive on the wrong side of the road and get hit by a car, but I'm sound now.
my thing is about
Do you know what I mean?
it is that I'd love to be able to blame the podcast for giving people the ick, but I think I just do that naturally anyway. Here I am. Doesn't matter whether you listen to me.
Self-defecating again.
Yeah, exactly. And that's there I am, self-defecating, shitting all over everything.
There we
on
are.
myself.
Episode 2, we're talking about shitting ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
And then roll to them.
And I want some random bird I've just matched on Twitter, on Tinder.
So I think we've turned into a bit of Christina Aguilera and started talking about our reflections when actually I'm going to bring it back and talk a bit about our icks then.
Will my
She smashed that little...
Thank you. So what I want to know then, I know you've both gone, yeah, there's been times that someone's given me the ick. I want to know when. When has someone given you the ick?
I
Well,
don't know if
told
it's
you
safe
mine.
for the podcast, but if I say it, yeah.
Yeah, just say it,
then
and
you
if it's
tell-
not, then we cut
I
it.
already know it's going to be cut.
Go on. When's someone giving you the ick?
So
Can we
when
just keep this in, but just beep it the
Do
entire
you know
time?
when they talk a big game, yeah?
Yeah.
Talk the biggest game. And then you just know they're not backing it. In many situations.
Have you seen that reel on Instagram where like a guy's texting a girl saying what he's going to do to her, and then like he turns up at the door and you're like, come on, then he's like, oh, I've got to go home.
Honestly, I'm like, I for the longest time was just as guilty of being like, yeah, for you know. No, right, but you know now, yeah.
I'm so ashamed because he Rob's face right now.
Genuinely, the other day I was talking to a gal in it, and she said something, and I was like, look, I ain't even gonna try and talk myself up here. like, I ain't here trying to say I'm gonna be giving you the best night of your life. Because listen, I've been to an Adele concert. Do you know what I mean? That was the best night of my life.
Preach. That's leading into an ick that I've not personally had, but I know a friend's had, and then I was like, oh my God, that is really icky.
Took him on board, yeah.
And it was a guy who kept talking about, before they'd even got to the bedroom, yeah, it's going to be like the best minute of your life. Like, fuck no, you're not making me want to take my clothes
icky?
off. Like, it is
no.
so icky. Don't start talking about your tiny genitalium.
Oh, shit,
and
I
the
make
fact
little
that
dick
you're
jokes all
only-
the time.
The fact that you're only going to last 1 minute before we've even made this to the bedroom. Because it feels like you're trying to
Soften the blow.
pre-warn me. But I don't want to do that then.
I'd
That's right.
rather make jokes about having a little dick and lasting 30 seconds.
I get
and then,
it.
oh, do you know when I get you in the bedroom? I'm like,
Can I just
and you're like, the fuck? You got a tiny dick and you lasted 30 seconds? I'm like, I did tell you.
This is
I made a
weird.
joke about it, but I did, did you never thought to check if that was me self-deprecating or just giving you little warnings?
with
You'd
that
prefer
then, right?
to over-deliver.
I'd
So-
rather be banging on about having a tiny cock, yeah, and then when I've got an average cock, she's like, sound.
No, because this is where it differs, right? So like this is what I mean. So you got two men here, right, agreeing with the fact that they would rather aim low and avoid disappointment, right? We got two women here saying that that's not the way to go, and you're like, nah, I'd rather say it was small and then it's average. Why did you just tell the truth? Hey,
But
how
imagine-
about you just tell the truth?
Would it-
go
no.
in normally?
Would
Yeah,
it
what
turn
kind of
you
chat
guys,
is that?
Okay, let me just say this then. How would you guys feel if a girl turned around to you and said, oh yeah, got a massive fanny, fucking huge. Like, do you know what I mean? And yeah, you're probably going to last forever because you just won't feel a fucking thing. Like,
Get it out then. We are men. You got, honestly,
Hot dog through a hallway.
I've literally had girls. I remember talking to a girl once. She was talking about her tits, and it's like, well, I hope you like spaniels. And I was like, listen, tits are tits. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Spaniel, I don't get it.
Spaniel's years.
but like, listen, tits are fucking tits, man.
What's so hanging low like?
Yeah, but tits are tits.
Spaniel's years.
And I said back, well.
I can't. Because it's brilliant because you screenshot this and send it to me, and it was fucking diabolical. Tell us.
What did you say? I hope you like spaniels.
No, I think I said something like, well, at least I won't have to reach too far while I'm licking you out. Is that what I said?
File something along those lines, my friend.
I did go through a stage of sending Lucy
We both did, didn't we? We were sending back and forth, be like, is this the
screenshots
one?
of mad Hinge things we saw. But like, so I try and take the approach of like, I'll be funny first,
Yeah,
get to know each other a bit, and then I'll try fuck you.
fair.
Right? So I come in with just like the most random fucking lines, right? So like,
I'd rather that than
but
somebody coming in.
I
and
was
saying
screenshotting them
mental
and
shit.
sending them to Lucy, and Lucy was screenshotting her replies to funny, because that's what you do. And so like, maybe we could put some of these on the social media because I don't think they show anyone's faces, any of my responses.
I'm sure we can.
Or Rob can edit them. But like this one was like a woman she's dancing in her garden, right? But in the background, there's a football goal with a ball in it.
Oh no.
And I just replied, terrible positioning for a goalkeeper. No wonder they scored past you. Another one, guess where this photo was taken? I said, from behind you. It's funny, right?
It is funny.
I don't get any matches.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we talking that's self-deprecation from a guy?
Isn't it?
Like it would be a girl talking about her massive flaps.
Yeah.
No,
yes,
it
it is.
wouldn't.
Yes, it is. Of course it is. Of course it's how is that the same? How about you like laughing about it and being like, oh yeah, like on tiny dick is exactly the same as me and Ellouise saying, I can absolutely tie my tits in a bow and chuck them over my shoulders. What are you saying?
Show me, Anne.
No. Oh God, there's terrible things about men.
Do you know what gives me the ick? I've realised is people who say, right, and I'm sorry if anyone in this room has, and I'm sure people who listen has, say that they're anti-PC.
Oh.
I fucking I'm so anti-PC. What I get from that is you're going to try your absolute hardest to be funny and be offensive.
Yes.
And then when no one fucking laughs, you go, oh, it's so hard being anti-PC in this day of age. You're not anti-PC, you're a wanker.
If you're anti-PC, you're normally racist, homophobic, transphobic.
Yeah. Going out your way to be
there's something,
disrespectful.
there's something that you think's a bit fucked up with the country and we need to change it. Funny enough, I had this conversation at a barbecue I was at. I got lumped with because I'm sober king, barely ever get drunk. I got lumped with the annoying guest. And it was kind of like everyone else had looked after them on separate occasions. So it was my turn, innit? And he started talking to me about immigration and how bad immigration was and how they're coming over here taking our jobs. And I said, that's mad, innit? Because do you remember when you applied for that GP role in the local doctor surgery and it was those immigrants that took that job off you, innit? That was the only reason you didn't get it. It's because of them immigrants. Not because you don't have a degree in being a doctor.
Have you seen that like viral video that's going around at the moment where it's like somebody going around and just asking like loads of like people really simple questions like 4 divided by 2 and they're like, no, that don't even exist. Try to trick me now because you can't even divide 4 by 2 and they got like 1 tooth and more kids and teeth. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's just like, yeah, they're deaf. And they're the same people then in the next breath, they ask them the question about like stuff like that. And they're like, no, they're coming over here and taking our jobs. Like, from you? Don't think they are, look. Like,
I think that would be a massive ick for me.
Oh,
like
any sort of
like I've never actually experienced it, but do you know, any sort of like, because as mad as I can be and as some of the shit I say is fucking a bit trans people don't bother me.
No.
Gay people don't bother me.
No, nothing.
People of other races don't bother me. You know, people of different classes don't bother me. Do you know where some people you might have seen this on dating apps recently. If you're a Tory, don't bother.
No.
Does it fucking matter?
No. Literally, are you a decent person? And I'm not being funny. The thing with politics at the moment, and I don't really want to go into politics because that is an ick. People who start talking about politics at parties is such an ick. I zone out. If you see my face, it just goes because I can't be arsed with the. And you know what? It's not politics that offends me. It's how heightened people get about it. Yeah. That's what pisses me off. A lot of it is, in my opinion, I'm not a politician. Disclaimer, is so fucked that I don't even know, it doesn't even faze me what party you are because in my head it's all so fucked.
Well, like without going into it too much, like at the minute the riots that are going on, you know, there's so much disruption in the UK.
Yeah.
And people are trying to pin it on one political party, people are trying to pin it on the other, when actually it's the classic thing of the minority making the most noise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most of us are going home and going to bed and living our lives, and whoever's in charge is going to fuck us somehow and benefit us in other ways, right? But the minority of the people that are going out making a noise, and unfortunately then that gives us a bad representation. But if I spoke to someone or I matched someone and then I got their Instagram or whatever and I saw anything like that, that would be a massive hit.
Yeah.
100%.
Listen, I've got some friends that are really fucking cool. And I got friends that, like, no matter what they do, will still be friends unless they fuck my mum. Yeah. Nah, but like, do you know what? I got friends that, like...
There you go, Rob.
Rob fits in the top
Anita would love you. No, but I got friends that, like, in some sense, could do no wrong, but they still give you the ick on some things. Because you just think, like, I've known you this long and I didn't even know you was like that.
No, never.
I think that goes back to, like... None of my close friends, I would say, give me the ick.
Nah, because you're so similar, innit?
Probably, yeah. Great minds end up together.
Yeah.
But I think in other cases, there've been situations where maybe more colleagues and stuff where I've gone, you've given me the ick now, like, in terms of working, and not just where I currently am. I mean, those kind of friendships where I'm like, I'm
Leah,
not going to
if
get
you're
as
listening.
close to you. No. I do remember when I was younger and I gave someone the ick.
You gave someone the
I
ick?
gave someone
For what?
I think I did anyway, because they dumped me. So I remember when I was like, I was in college. So I was 16, 17.
Yeah.
I think I was 17, yeah. And, oh God. I was like dead. I wasn't dead. I was dead into like rock music and stuff.
Cool, sure.
And then I decided so me and my high school boyfriend, we broke up. We were together for years. We broke up. And then I just thought I was going to go a bit like feral. And then ended up going out with this guy from media class who was just totally opposite to anyone I've been with.
Boys.
Yeah, he was proper rocker guy.
Of course he was. Bass skateboarded as well at lunchtime, didn't he?
I don't know, long ear piercings, all
That'll
that jazz.
be the night that'll fall for you.
I think even harder than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, metal.
Love that, even better.
And we always went over his house. We always went to his house when we were meeting. And this one time he came to my house and he came in and there was a Glee poster on the wall.
Not Glee.
It was a Glee poster.
No.
And then he dumped me.
Over the Glee poster?
No, he didn't say it was over that. It was a few days later and he just went really weird after seeing the
But
poster.
is that maybe you're self-conscious thinking and that's why?
I'm perfect, so it has to be the Glee
True.
poster.
Of course.
No.
I was about to say, they could quite simply be nothing else.
No,
True.
it was very it was quite clear because he was like, oh, I just didn't think you'd be into that. I was like, oh.
I gave
Sorry.
a girl the ick recently just by being sarcastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
We were sending voice notes back and forth. And I know, as I sent it, I was like, that's so fucking sarcastic. I can't remember exactly what the context was, but I just remember being really oh, is it? I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Just kind of just really mugging this and just didn't reply.
Oh,
Yeah.
mugged her
And she
off.
was fit.
So what we're saying
So
is...
Courtney from Triathlon, if you're listening. No, I'm joking.
He's
She's
not always
her name's
sarcastic.
Not Courtney, I'm from Triathlon at all. I think her name was Charlotte. I'll check after the pod.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, no, I think it's good to know that we also, we're not here just saying, about all the times that people are giving us the ick. We are very aware that we have given many people the ick.
Tried
I'm
to...
a walking ick.
Yeah, oh my God, same. Oh my God, horrendous. Have you all met me? I'm dreadful news.
No, you're
I'm
not.
bound to have absolutely made somebody barf, and that's fine.
I do
I'm here
think,
for it.
though, and I'm going to defend us spicy brain people for a minute. There's a lot of things people do with ADHD. I've just done it to you then when we were talking, right? You've given an example of the time you gave someone an ick. And for me to show that I've related,
And
I'll
I've
give you an
listened.
example. Yeah. And I acknowledge that I understand that feeling you felt.
Let me know
Yeah.
about me.
I'll give you an example of the time I give someone the ick.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like I'm trying to top you in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't.
No,
Because
'cause
I
you
know,
know
you.
us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But do you know when especially on a dating app, someone goes, oh, this happened, you go, oh my God, yeah. And this thing happened to me and my mates. I can imagine there's a lot of ADHD symptoms that people would see as icks.
Yeah, they got the giraffe, I got the pole neck jumper to fit it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
That's
so,
not what I'm trying to say.
I'm
just
not
trying to tell you
trying
how
to be in
excited
it.
I am the fact that you got a giraffe. Because look in my cupboard, I've got a pole neck jumper I can put on your giraffe. How exciting for everyone
Yeah.
involved. And they're like, oh, well, you just better than me, you.
Yeah.
And
So I think and not just that, but there's just generally loads of ADHD isms and shit that people with ADHD do that they don't mean to do.
Yeah.
And it then can come across as an ick, is what I'm saying. Because I find that, obviously a big thing of ADHD is addiction to dopamine. That is what ADHD is in a scientific term. If someone gives you a hit of dopamine, you are then way.
You chase it.
And then you chase it more. So then you push it further and further.
And then you ruin it.
Yeah. And then they'd start thinking like, oh, fuck, this guy's a bit nuts, innit?
Yeah.
Like-
and then what happens is they probably match your energy and then you're like, bored now, bye.
Yes.
Bye now.
Yeah. I'm all about wanting
the fun.
someone to match my energy.
Until they match it.
Yeah, I love the chase. Go on a few dates and then you think, nah, fuck this.
Oh my God, yeah.
Literally has happened to me recently.
Oh my God, horrendous.
Went on 4 dates. Oh, this is actually a really funny story. And if this girl is still listening to the podcast, because she did listen to the first few episodes of the podcast.
No.
I think I told you about it. Is it the horoscope thing?
Yeah.
That this is fucking class, right? This would be an ick to a lot of people, I think. But to me, wow. But just got bored after the chase. Matched on Hinge. Matched my energy. Sick.
Was on your 5-a-side team.
Yeah. Went on a few dates. I actually missed the Euros game to go on a date.
Woof.
Yeah. Seemed to be going really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then because the chase was going so well, I just got bored. And I actually called it to Lucy. I said, isn't it mad that in a week's time, I'm not going to be bothered about this girl at all.
Yeah, you did, to be fair.
But when we started talking, she was like, download this horoscope app. So I downloaded this horoscope app. Then decided, like, to be fair to me, decided that I didn't want to make time for her anymore because the chase was done. I was quite busy. I was spreading myself thin anyway. So I was going to fuck her off. But I thought I'd do the decent thing of like saying to her, like, look, I got a lot of shit on at the minute. I don't think it's fair for you to wait for me to be free.
Yeah.
Crack on with life, innit? And she was fuming, obviously.
Within 10 minutes of him saying
Within
that.
10 minutes, she's kicking off. She's blocked me on everything, yeah? Sound. I'm thinking, oh, fair. She took that quite well, innit? Like, calm. A week later...
No, even worse.
Even better.
It's honestly, she did him a fucking stink. I've never been more proud to be a woman.
A week later, I get a notification from the horoscope app. Past ex name person, past person has sent future Charlie a note. I was like, what? Opens it up. You will die alone, be bold by 40, and no one will ever love you.
Yes, she played the fucking long game. Preset that up.
I looked at the date she sent it. It was the date I'd cut it off.
So we've been quite what I think. Well, Ellouise not so much because you're just a wonderful human. Me and Charlie are absolutely.
And she's
come
not
across.
been single for a while.
And she's also, she's just a pure human who's just a lovely, lovely human. Me and you are absolute cock and balls and I hate us. Anyway, to put a positive spin on that and show that we're not actually evil and we do have, some sort of light in our souls, I thought it'd be fun to go around and do something that you find super duper mint that is not not a sexual thing. So a non-sexual turn on. Go.
No, give some examples first. 'Cause I'm trying to think now of what...
I've got 17,000 of them. There's loads of things that people do that I think is mint. They're
Go on,
not
tell us.
sexual at all. Loosening the tie. At the end of the day, lovely. That's not sexual, but I would like to have sex. Thank you. There's lots of things. The door frame thing does it for me quite a lot. What are you leaning on up there? What you got there? Those those work trousers that are like brickies wear. What you got in them pockets then? Treats for me? What's in the pockets?
Treats!
What are in those pockets?
A really animated face. Do you know they like pull mad faces when they're like, you
Like
say
a cartoon
something.
character.
Well, like you'll say something and they're like,
Yeah.
I feel, bend over then.
When they're looking at you like, what the fuck you're thinking,
But not
bent
just
over.
I
I know what you mean.
Do you know like when you look at someone across the room, yeah? Like someone you're dating, you might be at like a party or like you work in the room. Because I'm that type of person, I work the room, innit?
Oh, yeah. Storyteller.
Yeah. And it's like, it used to happen a lot with one of my exes. Like, we were together a long time, but we were both kind of like people that you would go to an event, you'd work a room.
Yeah.
And like, then like maybe something would happen, like maybe someone would do a speech on the stage and you just catch each other's eye and you're giving the odd...
Yeah, when you're on the same vibe.
The old sly face or something like that, and you just I can't wait to fuck you when I go.
Oh, yeah, you cheat.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you're in a place where like you obviously can't just go and have sex there and then, but like you catch each other's eye, you go like, you know, or and it's not even a sexual face you're pulling. You just
No, exactly. That's the point.
You're just so on each other's level that you just think, when we
Did you
get
say
home.
match each other's energy? Did you say it?
Unfortunately, so.
Like, no, mine are really lame.
No,
That's the fucking point. I was just about
Mine was like,
making eye contact with someone when someone's doing a speech and pulling a weird face.
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Do you know what, now you've got me thinking there's loads I can think of.
Yeah.
I'm
Got a list.
really attracted to someone who just knows what they're talking about.
Oh,
Like
passionate.
You must fancy me so much. Then. Shit, man. You pair have just been bigging me up.
But they're just like but they're not an arse about it, and they're not. And I fucking hate rude people. Not to go over icks. So if someone's like really good with like, I don't know, you know what turns me on? Having someone in a social situation and knowing that I don't need to fucking stress about them. And they've worked their magic in the room, and I've gone,
Crowd's gone wild.
Everyone fucking loves you as much as me. Like you are top.
I know what you're on about with this, they're talking about it though, because I will sit and listen. You know, somebody's got like a little specialist subject. Oh, brilliant. What? Tell me all about the thing that you're passionate about. I will sit there and lap that up. You know everything about it. Brilliant. Tell me the law. Tell me things. I love that.
Maybe not.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
that's my fucking thing.
I know. Maybe not to that extent, because
I love that, I do.
start zoning out. I have a very short attention
Can I give you
span.
another one?
I get what you mean. I don't know. I love that.
Now that I fully get the question, I've got do you know when a girl, so like, obviously you've got to be at the point then you're either dating or you're over the house, whatever, they just flick their shoes off, don't care where they land, and just dump themselves on the sofa.
Yeah.
They're
Just make themselves at home.
Like, you know, just don't give a fuck. Flick the shoes off, drop in the sofa. Like, just fully, like, I could be generalizing girls here, or women here. Women wear makeup and that. They do their, you're going down a shop and they take 45 minutes to get ready because just in case they bump into anyone, go have a bit of blusher on. No.
Yeah, but no. But
no,
yeah.
no. But like, do you know, like, or like the first 10 times you see a girl, she's put a lot of effort in. What I find really attractive is that first time you spend time with a girl. Or
messy bun, glasses.
Yeah, and she's just so dressed down. And I've always said this, and I've said this from when I was with my little boy's mum, one thing that I really liked about her, and one thing that I've always liked about every woman I've been with, is that they can look as good, if not better, dressed down. And I think that's such a fucking statement someone can make. Yeah, flex. When the first time I ever see them dressed down, and I think, fucking hell, why have you been doing yourself up?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the first sign for me, and that will always be the first kind of telltale sign for me that I'm really into somebody.
Person, yeah.
I think, we could match energies. We could have a really great time on a date.
There's so much pressure for girls though, because guys just look the same all the time.
Yeah, but that's we're better looking. But, but like, that's the first, like, milestone for me where I think, actually maybe the dopamine hit doesn't need to be getting given every time, because actually you've just bowled down to my gaff, or I've picked you up and we've gone for a drive to get a coffee. You're wearing a tracksuit, you've got your hair in a bun, you've put no makeup on, you've got your glasses on, and I think you're fucking the fittest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, that for me is sick. But one of like the, your non-sexual turn-ons is if you are chilling with them, you get out, you've been shop or something, and they just flick their shoes off. And they're just like, they're not trying to be presentable anymore.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck because they know you're past that. You know the fart's coming anytime soon.
Wish I could fart.
That's an ick. Girls that say they don't shit or don't fart.
I do shit. I can't fart. I can burp like a trooper.
I don't believe you.
I would like to be able to.
You must have such a bad belly all the time.
I do.
Fair enough.
Somebody squeezed one out of me before by squeezing my belly, and it felt amazing, and I can't believe that's how people feel all the time. And I wish that I could do it.
Fair.
I might hire somebody to come over and stand on my stomach every night before bed.
Rob, Annie?
Not that I can think of.
No.
But you was nodding your head when I was saying about the dress down thing. That's a thing,
Oh,
innit?
yeah.
That's such a thing for
I
guys.
get
The
that.
thing is-
But I don't think girls realise it is a thing for guys.
It's like that sort of long t-shirt, sort of totally
Yeah.
relaxed.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh in it. Just the t-shirt, nothing else.
Well, there
Sticky
is that as
fingers
well.
from honey.
Oh, no. Let's make it wholesome.
Elle, why was you laughing then?
Because I was just thinking that my dress down is another level.
Exactly.
Take the leg off.
No, but like, do you not think
No,
like...
that's what I do. I don't fling my shoes off, fling my leg off.
That's what I mean. Like, you know, when you see, like, when, like, this is what I mean. Like, so with guys, they're like, oh, you know, and they've got like their messy bun, their glass, and they're wearing like a big t-shirt. You ain't seen dress down. You haven't seen us when we've got all our gubbins on, and I've got a chin
but I
strap.
love that,
Hang on.
man.
I got a chin
Oh, that's a
strap
bit far.
and a mouth guard that I wear to bed. Like, that's not nice.
I think
nice for anyone.
some people don't realise, though, there are some people, dressed down looks aren't always dressed down
They're not
looks.
effortless.
That messy bun
Took 20 minutes to do.
fucking ages.
No, but I'm talking about like you have your first sleepover and then you wake up the next morning, you just like, they chuck a t-shirt on, like Rob said, the long t-shirt. They chuck a t-shirt on, go downstairs, make a coffee. You come down and you...
They don't fucking get it, do they? You guys are fucking clueless. Fucking clueless.
Yeah. Or no, or like...
No, you didn't get it.
Oh no, like, or they, like, so they've stayed at my gaff.
Yeah.
And I've woke up and, do you want a coffee? And listen, I don't believe it. I've seen a film where the woman wakes up 20 minutes before him. Listen, I've woke up before and the girl's still fucking snoring her head off.
I'm not buying this whole premeditated thing.
Nah, it's bollocks, isn't it, Rob?
It is, yeah.
I've seen
But
girls
you're
dribble
telling-
down their fucking face
You're
still.
telling us, well, I'm sorry, nah. there is sleeping with a guy next to you and sleeping on your own. And by Jove, you've never seen anything like it. You've never seen anything.
Nah, because,
honestly,
all right, well then I guess...
you'd be disgusted.
I guess
with
then
women on
an
their own.
attraction for me is a girl that feels comfortable enough to do the sleeping on your own, but next to me.
Sound. Got my chin strap at the ready. Got my mouth tape on.
Do you
I
know
got my
what?
boob
I'd
guard
probably-
to stop my boobs from absolutely knocking into each other, one slipping into my armpit. I got my body pillow so I can feel the touch of a man, but he's not there. That's fine. What we got next? We got my weighted blanket because I'm severely overwhelmed and I would like somebody to feel like I'm in a straight jacket. So that's nice. That feels great. Whoa. I got my hair oils in. I got my face mask on. I got my teeth whitening in. I got my mouth guard in. Stop me from, I don't know. I can't remember whether it's to stop me from sucking in or breathing out. I can't function properly when I sleep. It's not good. When somebody sleeps next to me, I ain't sleeping.
Yeah, but you've got to remember as well, maybe I can see it from a slightly different angle because I have to sleep with a fucking mask on.
Oh, you are Bane, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
so
are.
Like,
yeah.
I know what that consciousness is of like, do you know, like when it gets to a certain point of talking to a girl and it's looking like we might end up having a sleepover,
Yeah.
I've got to be like, look, something I should probably tell you because if this is going the way I think it's going, you're going to find out anyway. But yeah, like I sleep with a mask
Yeah.
because I got sleep apnea. So I sleep with a mask. So it's either sleep with me looking like fucking Bane or not sleep because you think I'm fucking dying every 10 seconds. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like, so I guess I'm self-conscious about that, but then I have had girls in the past like, oh, that doesn't bother me. All right, it doesn't bother you until I bring the fucking briefcase out.
Yeah, got me.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you mind if I play my rain noises, brown noise podcast?
I love that,
I got
man.
TikTok on the
do you know if I was at a girl's gaff and she was like, oh, let me chuck some like calming music on? I'm like,
it's not calming music though, Charlie. It's static. I play this to go to sleep. Because what that does is block out the...
And that's just come out of her mouth.
That's just me breathing. No, I play this thing called brown noise. It's a specific frequency that like does something to my brain that goes zzz, and I physically can't think about things before bed.
I played 10-hour
I'm
black
special.
screen.
Do you know what? I'm going to play about 5 seconds of brown noise.
Please.
Now.
Fair, that weren't as bad as I was expecting it to be.
One little thing then before we go, I just because it was on my mind, it's absolutely nothing to do with the episode, but I just thought it'd be fun. I would like to know what cartoon was everyone's sexual awakening? It's got to be a cartoon character.
Thing is,
There's got to be
Luce,
a little primal
Oh, I've got
time
it.
in your head? You got
Well,
it straight
thing is,
away?
Luce, we're 11 episodes in now, and I think I've made it very clear that I never used to watch TV or films growing up.
You're missing
so
out.
I can't
You were
answer that
missing
question
out
for you.
when I got several. First
Kim
one that comes.
Possible.
No, Shigo.
Who said about Kim Possible?
I mean, Kim Possible's fine, but she's
Me.
too good. I wanted Shigo, the
Who the
villain
fuck's
in
that?
that. The green and the black leotard. Anyway,
No.
first one for me would be either Lola Bunny from Space Jam, and also the
Never watched films or TV.
the fish from Shark Tale with the big lips. She's hot. She's hot, man. I think Angelina Jolie plays her, and you know it. Yeah, and then also Diego from Ice Age. Thank you. The saber-toothed tiger. Ellouise?
I don't know. Sexual awakening.
Aladdin is most people's.
No.
Never?
No.
Jasmine, but only when she's tied up.
No.
and she's trapped in the hourglass. No?
She says the
Yeah, she's
Dream
been suffocated. That's nice. Real nice.
Um,
Nice cartoon though.
I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't feel like it wasn't a cartoon.
Oh, no, that's fine.
It was the vampire
Oh,
from Little Vampire.
yes.
And you very early on that Twilight was going to be a hit for me.
Yeah, you knew
but
it.
It was the vampire from Little Vampire.
Skin of a vampire. Skin of a killer
Yeah.
Bella.
Yeah.
I know exactly which one you're on about. Got it.
Do you
Nailed
know,
it. Yeah, I know exactly which one you're
I
about.
fancied him
Mm-hmm.
so bad.
Maybe not cartoons then. What was it? No TV.
No.
So I'm so sorry. You just didn't watch TV, did you? At all?
Genuine.
I don't believe him. You were on TV as a child. You tell me you didn't
Blue
watch it.
Peter was
Yeah, exactly.
Zoe Salmon was fit.
Who?
Zoe Salmon. She was a Blue Peter presenter who I actually met in Africa.
Oh.
I know. I don't know. I was busy watching 9/11 documentaries. Do you know what I mean? I don't think anyone in that was fit.
Fucking hell. Rob, hit me with one.
Do you know what it was for me?
Go on.
Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
She was hot.
When she had legs or when she didn't? When she was fish or not fish?
Very careful about your answer, Rob.
to be honest with you, you know, it didn't bother me.
It didn't bother you.
She's
Right.
there like, I
No.
want to
Spoken
go
like
where
a
the
true-
people go. And Rob's like, fucking come, go on. Come on.
No, do you know what it was? I think it was the
shell bra.
The shell bra.
The shell
yeah.
bra. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I do.
But then I'm showing my age now. I don't know if you guys remember or were aware of a TV show called Challenge Annika.
No.
No.
So this woman used to travel around the UK doing challenges and sort of. It was like
What's her name? Annika?
it was, yeah.
Wow. Mad.
Don't listen to him, Rob. I'm so in depth in what you're about to say.
So think of DIY SOS, but it was on steroids. She used to go around in a helicopter and
Fair.
do complete challenges, and you know.
I feel bad for being sarcastic now.
But you know, it was the suit. She used to sort of a flight suit.
A flight suit.
Yeah.
Who was that
Fit
woman
real nice today, Rob.
on the gardening show? Was it Abby Titchmarsh?
No, that was
No,
the one who never.
that
one
was
who used to
Alan
go.
Titchmarsh.
No, that's a
the
different
bird with
person.
the tits,
Are you
though?
on about the woman the one who never wore a bra?
Yeah.
Smiley, is there thingy Smiley? Who's the one who never used to wear? I literally was speaking about her yesterday.
Don't know. She had a hell of a rack on her.
Gardening show.
Never-
UK,
she was-
red hair?
Bra.
Couldn't tell you.
Charlie Dimmer. Charlie fucking Dimmer.
Yeah.
With the neep knops. She used to have them out
What
all
a
the time.
girl.
Yeah, brilliant news. She
What
never
a
used to wear
girl.
bra. Free the nip. She's been freeing the nip since, what, the 90s. Brilliant. Good for her.
Yeah, there was no one ever really on telly that I think Talisa from N-Dubs was my first crush.
Ooh.
No. Sorry.
I love that again, Paul.
No.
Yeah.
Such a good lion. No.
Yes, I did it. No, you didn't. Yes,
We
I
should do an N-Dubs like
Playing
tribute.
with fire.
Anyway, on
Sorry.
that note, I think it's time to wrap up.
Yeah,
It's-
I've gone past delirium
It's
now. I'm
getting late.
yeah.
What time is it?
10 past 12.
10 past midnight. Ooh.
It's been great.
Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye, my friend.
You have been one.
Have you ever talked about the time that I worked at Cheshunt World Adventures and Ronan Keaton came on a roller coaster?
Life is a roller coaster.
Genuinely.
Oh, I was going to stop. I was
You.
going to sing the wrong one. I was going to do loving each day if it's the last, dancing all night and having a blast, baby.
Right.
Yes.
So
Pleasure.
Delirium's kicked in.
we have gone over our icks. We've delved a lot into mine and Lucy's dating profiles.
Yeah.
And yeah, just kind of talked a bit of fucking madness. I think these episodes are quite fun because we do them late and we do end up waffling loads of shit, but hopefully get some good content out of it.
Fingers crossed. Good luck, Rob.
Good luck, Rob, editing, especially with such a tight deadline.
Definitely going to need it for this one.
Thanks again for tuning in. It's been great.
It has.
We really enjoyed doing this.
We do.
Don't forget to check out our Instagram at Talk30to Me Podcast, 30 for the 30. Hopefully we're going to be posting more. I say this every episode, but we are coming at it with a social media plan now. Yeah, so check us out on Instagram, give us a follow, or any feedback about any of the episodes are great. Tune in again in 2 weeks' time where... Is it your turn to host?
Yes.
What are we going to be talking about?
Rob.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be having a party for Rob.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Because it was his 30th birthday the other day.
The special guest is going to be Rob. He's going to be in front of the camera and I'm so excited. I think the world needs this.
I know loads of people have been asking about it. If you want to get to know Rob a bit better, tune in 2 weeks' time for our Producer Priddle special. But for now, thank you, girls.
Thank you, Charlie.
Peace out.
A-Town.